How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling fantastical.
Pink sweats.
Yes, sir.
Man, I just want to say I'm a massive fan.
Hey, man,
Seriously,
I love
bro.
you, bro.
Man.
Yeah, I'm a fan of
From
you.
day one.
Yeah.
Bro, I love everything you stand for.
Thank you,
everything
man.
you write about, everything, the way you embrace women, the way you embrace love, the way you embrace everything.
Oh, man.
That is the vibe. That is the 220 vibe.
Only Lou can get me out here, man. For real.
Man, okay, so the vibe of this podcast is basically in my feels. So you are what you think and feel. Yeah, exactly. You are what you think and feel. You know, we all believe everything that's created on the outside is created on the inside first.
Yeah.
It's like a chess piece, but you can control it by the inside.
Yeah.
So that's the whole vibe of what we're doing now.
Love that.
So I'm just gonna dive in on a bunch of questions, quick fire rounds, and just see where we get to.
Let's do it.
How do you feel about comparisons?
Hate them.
Right?
Hate them.
Why?
Because I feel like people don't give you enough time to expose who you really are before they start comparing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me give you a vibe on comparison, right? If I had an item for sale, one item, the most unique item in the universe, right? And that item can manifest, it can heal itself, it can bring love, it can bring pain, it can bring heartbreak, it can bring everything. And I was to tell you it's for sale right now, one item, how much would it be worth?
Whoa. That sounds like a heart. The thing you just explained.
How many of you is there, bro?
Oh, only one, baby.
It's one. You're the most
So
unique
priceless.
thing that exists in this universe.
Would you even be selling it at that point?
No, you wouldn't.
Sheesh.
So that means there's only one of me too. There's only
Yeah.
one of everyone. But we're always comparing.
Always. Oh, you
Always.
remind me of this. It's like, you don't even know what I do.
No. It's because everyone's trying to fit everyone in a box.
Yeah.
But
I think it's
there's
natural,
no box,
though.
bro.
In a weird way, it's like natural for society. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like, even from schooling, it's like, yo, where do you fit? Are you smart or are you dumb? It's like,
I guess
well,
because everyone wants to belong.
yeah, you
but
want to
really-
feel somewhere.
All you have to really do is belong to yourself.
Ooh, deep. I like that.
Because if you accept yourself, then the rest,
Ooh.
the world will accept you.
Yeah, that's true. Or
Yeah.
you can learn. It's like they say, like how you view people is how you really view yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like if you're very afraid of judgment, that means you're very judgmental.
Absolutely.
Like, and even if you're
100%.
not always saying it, because some people are like very timid and they're like, oh no, I'm not judgmental. It's like
Yeah.
you're thinking it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's usually when other people project issues on you,
Yeah.
it's usually their own issues.
Exactly.
Again, back to the thoughts become things.
Yeah.
So let me tell you this. What do you actually dream about? I'm talking about, you know, when people say, oh, you know, I have dreams of being an artist or I have dreams of doing this. I don't have those dreams. I dream about some random shit.
Yeah.
So I genuinely want, like, what do you dream about?
Honestly, I dream sometimes that like, what if careers didn't exist?
Ooh.
Like, I think about that all the time. Like, what would people be doing? What would we be fucking doing?
I mean, shit, on a beach somewhere, I hope.
Right. Or building your house, because who would have built it for you if it was
True.
no careers?
So no dreams.
Yeah. I always think about shit like that.
Me too. So dreams, I mean, my wife always has dreams about being bitten by snakes. Literally. No. Yeah. 4 in the last month.
Snakes?
Yeah, literally.
I used to have a dream that I lost all my teeth, and it was be recurring, because I used to be like, my people in my family have bad teeth, or they like lose all their teeth when they're like a certain age, and I'm like, fuck.
Isn't there a meaning behind that though? Like losing teeth. Doesn't it mean like birth or something? Maybe there's a child,
I think I was
child
just
on the
afraid.
horizon, bro.
No. This is when I was younger. When I was a kid. I used to want to be a dentist too.
Really?
I was always obsessed with people's teeth, like
Shit, me too,
smiles
actually.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know?
Well, so that is that what you look for in a person?
Yeah, a beautiful smile. Take my
Is that the
heart
first
away.
thing?
That's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Like, even outside of from like, you know, because people have like skin things or whatever, but it's
Yeah.
like the smile is just like, oh, or no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same. Absolutely, man. How do you vision love?
It's
How
so
would you like to
complicated.
vision love?
I don't know. I'm a complicated person,
'Cause
because I feel
remember-
like I want love, but I don't know if it fits in the box of society or like
Yeah.
what that means, you know?
Well, because, I mean, we're always given a template of what love actually is.
Yeah.
Just like we're given a template of what happiness is.
There we go.
But sometimes contentment.
Yeah, I don't know. Love is complex. I feel like for me, it changes in different phases. Right now, love is just like somebody who's going to add to my life as far as just bringing me joy.
Yeah.
Like not being a headache, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Just like, obviously I would deal with things about them too. I want to make them happy, but just on the selfish side, it's just like be my peace and like my happiness, and like when we're together, let it be fun, you know?
Love that. I actually find now that when I operate with love, I attract so much more back.
So much, yeah.
So like, but operate with no resistance to it too. Because I mean, I could operate and be like so resistant towards love, but put out love and I get shit back.
Yeah.
But now I'm operating on a different vibration of if I give out pure love. And then see, now I only perceive good shit in life. Because I know what bad stuff feels like.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your upbringing. Let's talk about school.
Whew.
Let's talk about subjects. Let's talk about all that type of stuff.
School. All right, let me start. So school, I'll start school because I feel like that's the biggest part of my upbringing. Because when you're a kid, no matter how good or bad your household is, school is raising you. Because you're at school most of the time. So
literally.
Like, my school is not good. None of my schools were good until I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
So I always went to like the worst school. Just like always anxious,
and
like on a high alert, like people getting jumped and people get shot and shit.
Man, I feel you.
So it's fucking weird.
Was that the fear of the school, or the lack of awareness at the time, or the development? Because I mean, I had the exact same situations.
Honestly, I feel like it was just the environment.
Yeah,
because it's just like that was normal. You know what I'm saying? And that was like what people aspired to be. Because like, to be the hardest dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'll fuck you up. Like,
yeah, absolutely. We used to have people come into my school and drag people out.
Bro.
Literally.
And that's
teachers
why
would
we
just
get
be
along.
chilling.
That's why we get along.
Literally.
Literally. Like, teachers couldn't even teach. Like, I always tell people to this day, like, I don't know fractions. Like, I never learned it. It's just that class would always get disrupted by a fight or
I guess it's because they're dealing with so many kids. So many, I mean, if I had to deal with myself when I was a kid, I'd be a bad techer.
He'd be fucking you up.
I'd be fucking me up. Shit. Man, I love that. What about you? Any siblings?
Yeah, I got mad siblings. I got my dad has a daughter who was my sister, my half sister. I have another half sister. I have another sister from my dad and my mom. I have a brother from my dad and my mom. I got a step brother. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Me, I have shit, I gotta remember now. 5.
I don't remember now.
5.
I hope they're not watching this.
5 brothers.
They're like, fuck you.
2, wait, 6.
Are you the oldest?
No, I'm the middle. I'm the forgotten child.
That's why you forget them, because you're the middle.
I'm the middle. I'm the one left to fend for himself.
I'm the oldest, so my brother's the middle, and he's like super like introverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess your household was a vibe.
Yeah. It was cool.
You know?
Cool as it could be.
Right? Man. All right. Thoughts become things. What's your predominant thought, bro?
Happiness, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. Happiness, and how to not have it be constant, but how to maximize when it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because I feel like I've turned the needle. So you see, you have, I'm not religious at all, I'm more spiritual, but you have Jesus operated on a level of 0 of vibration.
Yeah.
Which was like everything he did, he allowed 100%.
Yeah.
Right? Buddha the same, Prophet Muhammad the same, all these guys operated on a level of on a 100% vibration. Sorry, my bad. So, so now that I do that and I've turned the needle, my predominant thoughts are now my own.
Ooh.
They're not uncontrolled.
I like that.
Right?
That's really good. I hope to get to that soon.
But it takes time because people read self-help books.
I keep forgetting you're not 22, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm like pushing over. I'm nearly 35, bro.
Yo, man, you look great. Whatever milk you drinking is working.
It's almond.
I just started drinking almond milk, so good for me.
Someone mentioned oat milk though. I ain't tried that shit
my mom
yet.
just said that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oat have milk?
I don't know, but they be milking something.
Milking the oat nipples.
Man,
that's wild. They gotta chill.
But yeah, so basically now, my mind now is superiorly quiet all the time, and people are like, how the hell do you quiet your mind? I said, well, do you work on your mind, your state? And they say no. And because what they do is they read these self-help books,
that
The
shit
Secret.
don't help.
It does, because people don't retain it, because people are creatures of habits.
Not that they don't retain it,
They don't use it. They don't apply it.
Yeah,
See, I apply it. So when I meditate, I do everything to get my mind right. So now I'm on a vibration. So because I know what bad feels like.
Yeah.
So therefore, I only perceive good. So everyone I meet now, I see them as good.
Yeah.
Even if I know truly they ain't. It doesn't. I perceive everything now as good, and now everything comes to me back as good.
That's beautiful.
Hence why we're sitting here. You're my first interview, bro.
No way.
Yeah, and I wanted it to be that.
Oh yeah, man. Fuck yeah. I love Lou, man.
Man,
The first day we met, I was just like, man, this guy's a really fucking good person. Cause I always used to, like how you were saying, me personally, I used to always look at everybody as bad until proven.
Me too.
Otherwise,
I used to trust no one.
Yeah, because it's like when you grow up like that,
yeah,
it's like it's hard. It's like, all right, these motherfuckers is evil as shit until they do something, and then I'm like, damn, like what if everybody looked at me like that?
Oh, they did. I mean, me too. No one trusted anyone.
Because that's how you were that's the energy we were putting out. But now I feel like I'm putting out different energy, and like when I met my manager, that's when I like started.
Big up, Josh.
Yeah, shout out Josh. I started like shifting my energy around that time, and I was like, you know what? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, I made it out of this circumstance, so even if this is the worst, it's like it can't be any worse than that.
Bro, I'm the same. I used to have the crippling anxiety.
Yeah,
I used to feel like my head was too heavy for my body.
Yeah,
Literally, and I couldn't. Literally,
can't trust anybody.
And then I realized it was me.
Yeah,
there wasn't anyone doing it to me. It wasn't. I thought the situations were more stressful than they were.
Like you said, thought.
And I turned around one day. I said, nah, enough.
Crazy.
And you know who got me off it? Tony Robbins.
Yo, I love Tony Robbins. Shout out Tony Robbins. He's a genius.
He said one thing to me. Well, not even to me, on YouTube.
That's how it felt, though.
I was in some dark LA room. I was in some dark LA room, and he said, people who, because we didn't have the word depression, we didn't have the word anxiety when we were growing up. It didn't exist. No. It was you just everyone around you was the same.
Yeah.
So what he would say is look in the mirror for 5 minutes a day, and just smile.
Wow.
And then at first I would do it. I said, this shit is annoying. This is crazy. Yeah, right? I can't do this. I look like a fool. Yeah. But that's the point. Because you don't take yourself so seriously. And then it helps you train yourself to not take yourself so seriously. Ooh. Hence the resistance from you.
That's amazing.
So now I put something out, 100 million. It's out.
Yeah.
I want 100 million motherfucking dollars.
I want that fucking 100 million.
I want 100, and it's coming. You know why? Because now I'm not going, how am I going to get it? How many hours I got to work? How many did it? And then I'm canceling. It's like 199. I may get $1,000 back.
Yeah.
And that 1,000, and I'll be like, it didn't work. Because humans can't process shit 100% with no resistance. Those spiritual people back in the day, I'm not talking about the history, the text, I'm talking about what they stood for.
Yeah.
Jesus would pick up prostitutes from the street.
Yeah.
He would feed homeless.
With no expectation.
Not
I wondering,
like
are they not really homeless?
219 Christianity. Exactly. Literally. Yeah. Oh.
Damn, bro. That's all that shit you just said. I don't want to jump ahead in your interview, but that's like real shit.
Oh, bro, we can get deeper than that, bro. I'm talking like even the people that walk past you on the street they're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Just as you're supposed to be there for them.
Wow.
Now, if we communicated to the people we spoke to on the street, we'd get a lot further in life than essentially if that's what we want.
Yeah.
Man, my boy George over there, we were sitting, we went to Vegas on Friday and with the Chainsmokers.
Those are my guys.
Bro.
Oh my God, I got a story with.
Please, tell us.
I went to fucking Vegas, man. This is my first time in Vegas. I'm like telling Drew, I'm like, bro, like I'm really from the fucking hood, dog. Like,
yeah.
I'm hanging with the Chainsmokers on a fucking private jet to Vegas. Like, he's like, yo, bro, like turn up, have fun, bro. Bro, like I blacked out so hard, I didn't even know I got back on the plane to come back to LA.
So you just missed the whole journey.
On the way back, they showed me videos. I'm like eating a burrito. I'm like, I had a burrito?
Is this what they're doing on private jets now?
Yeah, they had like breakfast burrito. And then I wake up at Drew's crib and I'm just like in one of the rooms and I'm asleep and I like wake up in the morning. I'm just like, where the fuck am I? I'm like, did I get like date rape?
Oh my God, probably, bro.
But no, he sent me like a text. It was like super kind type shit. He was like, yo, bro, you're at my crib. Don't worry. It's a water right there. Bro, you blacked out.
We've all been there many times.
But I'm glad they're such good dudes though. Yeah. Like, cause they could have did anything. They could have like fucking made me do some weird shit.
When we went to see them, they're fucking superstars, man. They were on that shit. I've never seen people react
like that.
Like that. And then on top of that, literally fucking Drake
Oh, Drake. I
and the
seen
whole
that picture.
Raptors,
You were there.
We were there.
Ah, that's
Drake
fucking
came
dope.
running in, the shit in his arms held tight,
That's fucking
jumped
hilarious.
up on stage, grabbed the mic, and said, "These guys manifested this whole shit."
Wow.
And I said yes. And I just gave my boy the whole speech on manifestation.
Yeah.
And it's real. It is like people.
It's so
people don't
real.
It's so real.
But it's so
see,
effortless sometimes in a spiritual way, because your spirit naturally wants to just do things. Your brain,
Yeah.
that's the effort. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, let this shit pass through here
Yeah.
unfiltered.
Yeah.
Like,
But does it come from your brain?
no, I'm saying it has to go. It's a process.
It
I
is a
feel
process,
like,
yeah.
because your spirit is just, it's being.
It's you.
It's doing
Yeah,
its thing.
100%.
But you got to let it go through here unfiltered,
Yes.
where you like, oh, what are people going to think? Oh, how am I? It's
Yeah.
like, yo, shut your brain off for like 2 seconds. It can pass through and out into the
You
universe.
have to
Boom.
uncondition the conditioning. Because everyone blames conditioning. But let me tell you this, right? You are not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you.
Ooh. Say that again.
You are not a product of your environment. You are wow, shit, I've lost my words.
Because it's so deep. It was like,
Your
yo, that's
environment
good.
is, because if you truly do manifest your whole shit, your environment is you. And now I'm not saying like when you're born into this, I can go a whole nother level of
Yeah.
like,
I mean, there are
how
people
you're
that
born,
come
the
from
situations you're-
nothing.
yes.
Like, I'm talking about people was eating fucking dry rice on the sides of roads in countries that we don't fucking know. And they
Yep.
get here or anywhere and they just, you like, how the fuck did you get here?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even imagine, but manifesting.
Bro, we used to have those, because there was so much in my family, we used to have mass meals.
Wow.
You know about those mass meals.
That's-
the
yeah.
economic way of cooking.
Listen, man. That's like it's like the Last Supper every day.
Every day.
It's like, well, we don't know when the next one's
No.
coming. So
and then
let's
you see the next day the same food, you'd be like, oh, Mom. And she'd be like, what?
yeah, I don't eat leftovers
You know
now
what she would say
because of
to
that.
me?
I'm ruined.
I say, Mom, what's for dinner? She'd say, shit and sugar.
My mom would literally no, listen.
Shout
My
out
mom
to
would
my
make my mom. Shout out my mom. She made it happen when she needed to. She would make
Absolutely.
like peanut butter jellies like this high for like the week, and then every
Yeah.
day, just grab one. Boop boop boop, and I was just like, Mom, please, can we
Yeah.
just get $1 to go to the fucking corner store?
Literally.
Like
Literally.
anything else but a fucking peanut butter and jelly. Now I love peanut
It's
butter.
funny
jelly.
because even growing up between my older brothers, me, and then the kind of youngest one was when my parents started making money.
Oh yeah, so he got spoiled. I know how it is.
Like he went to private dance school. He went to like he don't even dance anymore.
That's crazy. And you just like,
Yeah, man, I could even get a pair of skates.
yeah. Like, I couldn't even get the sneaker. I was getting $15 sneakers.
Literally. We used to get the government would give you every 2 years on your birthday. They'd give you a like a voucher
Oh really?
to buy shoes.
Dope.
Yeah, I used
Because
to
you
look-
only need shoes twice a year,
yeah,
right?
I used to look forward to that
Shout
shit.
out to the government.
Literally, shout out. Peace out. So back to the dream, bro. What do we dream? What is the dream? Like the whole artist vibe. Did you say like when you were growing up, did you always dream of being an artist? Because
No.
that shit always baffles me. Does people actually dream about them being on stage and
Yeah.
singing? And I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Because
Not
I
at
wanted to be
all.
an artist before I did publishing, before I did any of this stuff. But I realized very early on my talent was not there. Literally.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious. I feel like mine's is the opposite, I guess. Like I always felt like, damn, I got a lot of talent, but I always wanted to be a drummer. That was my dream. I wanted to be on a fucking stage playing drums for somebody, but I realized that like, yo, I literally have never practiced.
Yeah.
I just was naturally good where people be like, oh, yo, you dope.
Yeah.
I never practiced.
No.
I just would play once a week at church for like 10 minutes. And then over time,
Yep.
got really good. But then one day I realized, I was like, fuck. Like, I'm never going to be as good as I want to be if I don't practice.
True.
And I was like, at this point, I don't even desire to practice anymore. So,
That's that kind of boils down to the whole thing of like you can manifest your whole shit, but also
What do you wanna do?
Is it the 10,000 hour rule?
yeah, it is. I think, like, for drumming, for me, I was really good at just being dope. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, yo, he's good. But it's like, I would see people do things, and I'm like, dang, I want to
Yeah.
do that. It probably take me an hour to
Yeah.
learn, but I just didn't have the drive to do it anymore. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, before, I always, because I never had a drum set at home or anything, and then when I finally got one, it's just like, oh, you're too loud.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, this is my dream. I'm trying to be a drummer. You like your parents are like, you too loud. All right, enough. I'm like, well, I'm never gonna be the drummer I want to be because this is clearly gonna stop me.
Yeah.
Not even because of them, because I let it get to me
Yeah.
so much where it's like, my drive really isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
I need to find something else.
An elevated path.
Yeah. And it was singing for me. Or not even singing, I'm sorry, songwriting.
Yeah. That's the whole thing of evolution for me. It's not like we came from newts and we're now us.
Yeah.
I think it's evolution of like, I'm not the same before this conversation.
Yeah. And being okay and self-aware enough to make adjustments. Yeah, that's the word, adjustments. Like for me, it was making adjustments from being a songwriter, because that was my dream. Like once I wrote my first song, I was like, this is what I want to do. Like I can get paid, follow my dream, and like live a decent life.
Yeah.
I don't have to like be sleeping on my grandma's floor forever.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. Like this is it. I don't want nothing else. I don't want people walking up to me and, yo, get out, da. So that was the selfish part of my spirit, because I feel like naturally people always gravitated to me in a certain way. And I would just be like, nah. Like people be like, yo, you should be an artist. I'm like, but what? Like, no. Like I enjoy wearing whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Just being you.
Being myself.
Yeah.
But see, because of perception, I didn't think I could be an artist and do that.
Yeah.
Like I'm here in pajamas. That's me. Like I wear whatever. I've always been that way since I was young.
I think you look fly as shit, bro. I wish I could wear pajamas out.
Yeah. So like from going to drums to like in high school, well, middle school, I would like do all these writing competitions with like stories.
Yep.
And like I always had a wide imagination. Some people would call it, like when you're young. Because I was in an environment that didn't cater to who I was.
Yeah.
So I always would create ways to escape that.
Absolutely.
So I would just come up with stories. And it was like effortless. Like I would do my assignment in class 10 minutes before, and I'm like 3-page paper. And then I win the competition.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you have no grammar, but the story, god damn, this is a good ass story.
Man, I did not, I was not a school person, bro.
Oh, I hated school. Bro, literally
Man.
D's and what's the other grade you can get? A C. I literally would come to school and go to sleep. And they're like, yo, you're going to fail. I'm like, I won't. But I won't get an A.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to fail.
Check this for my school system, bro. So when I'm from, what is it, primary, which is like, I don't know, what age is primary?
10?
5 to 11. So from, say, 5 to, so when I left primary school at, say, 10, right, you have to take an exam, which kind of sets you up for your whole secondary school.
Which is bullshit.
Right? But check this. My mom took us away on vacation to stay in a caravan, right? Trailer, by the sea, right? So I missed my exams.
Oh.
So they guesstimated what I was in. So when I started school, I was in, all my classes were foundation. So the highest in foundation you can get is a C. I said, what the hell am I doing here for just to get even if I get 100% right?
Wow.
That's the high, even so when I went to my final grades, the top, all I could get was a C in any of them. I didn't even show up for my results.
Wow. That
was
sounds
out.
like some whole like fucking new world order shit.
See, it didn't define me.
Well, clearly.
Because I never grew up creative. I grew up business.
Yeah.
I was making money from the age of 7 or 8.
Same.
Literally. So I find it very easy to create deals, to make money. But now, even more so because I have no resistance to it. And the resistance for me is now, even when I go on vacation, I used to be like, I
gotta get back.
Do I really need that? It's a little expensive. Now I'm like, throw it.
Fuck it.
Take it. You know why? Because I'm going to get my head right. I'm going to get my shit together. And when I come back, the minute I land, there's a check waiting for me.
Yeah.
For the same amount of, if not more.
Yeah.
Again, because it's my awareness of allowing. The more I give, even if it's for myself, the more I get.
You gotta give to yourself.
You have to.
That's the one thing. When I first started doing my deals and stuff, I literally was like, all right, I'm gonna waste a lot of fucking money. Like it's a waste. I'm not gonna try to be like, oh well, this I could write it. No, I'm gonna throw this shit in the trash because I've been poor for so long.
Yeah.
I gotta scratch this itch,
100%.
and it's just like that's what's gonna be. Like everybody.
You see when I see I read a lot of CEO books, and they're very hard to follow, because you don't know what they were feeling or what they were thinking at the time. So that they don't project that emotion.
They project all the confidence.
Or they project all the principles, that how to make business deals, all that type of shit, but they don't tell you how they felt, how they attracted the actual deal in the first place, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I dissect now.
Love that.
Bro. All right, let's get a little deeper.
Let's go.
What's your thoughts on life after death?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those people who are like, we're all headed there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to live this life the best I can to see, like, damn, like, all right, would you even? I had this crazy thought. This is bizarre. You know how the Bible? I don't know. I grew up religious. I'm not really religious, but I do think like certain things like they come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Like the idea that like
and they've
fallen
lasted
angels,
like
2,000, yeah,
3,000 years.
So I was like, damn. One day I was sitting, I was thinking, I was like, you know how people say like fallen angels, they fell down, like the devil, all this thing. I was like, what if we were all fallen angels? We just don't remember the life before.
I'll take that.
That would be crazy concept.
I was just gonna say, hell yeah, I'll take that.
I was thinking of that. I was like, we're all. I mean, obviously not in the context of the same story. Like, oh, they was like doing this stuff, but like just like yo, we all fell from another life into this one, but we don't remember.
Maybe a fallen angel is falling into awareness of who we actually are as not being.
Yeah, because I feel like as a human being, you're always, at least from a certain age to a certain point, you're always trying to figure like, who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I individually as myself? Like aside from the social gathering of
100%.
people, it's like you're always. I mean, if you're wise, I think you should always be searching for that. If
100%.
you're not, then that means like you're just existing.
You know what's funny? When I meet new people, everyone's always like, "Man, I need more people like you in my life," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you can attract great people in your life if you allow yourself to do it."
Yeah. Or if you change yourself too,
change yourself,
and add those qualities, because some people just always want people who are gonna better them. It's like, what do you do for all relationships? To some degree, should be mutually beneficial. I do think the universe puts us in positions sometimes to help someone with no return.
100%, 100%.
But most of the time, if it's like friendships, I feel like, damn, like why I'm always the one spitting the jewels, or like why, like in your case, like I don't know your set of group, but like you want to feel like, okay, when I'm down, something around me will feed that and 100%. Say, yo, bro, you got it. Don't worry about it.
See, my crew's been around me for day one.
Yeah,
for
I
years.
can tell he's a real one right there.
25
we just met.
years. 25.
I felt the energy.
It's only since I've become more aware of the actual power we have as individuals. Everyone on this earth has so much power to attract everything they want and everything they don't want too. See, a lot of people are like, oh, manifestation. But everything bad in your life is you too.
You manifested that in a way. Or someone around you, like your parents.
Yeah.
Because like your parents, oh my God. Your parents could like manifest things that affect you because you're a child. So it's like, oh, like
100%.
Especially if you're always thinking on things. It's like people are always like, oh, be careful, be careful, be careful. You're going to get hurt. It's like, I'm going to get hurt because you manifested that shit.
Because kids are innocent. Their energies are super pure.
Yeah.
So whatever energy is projected on them is projected on them.
Yeah. And then they become warriors.
100%. We, the wife and I were at a friend's 1-year-old birthday party a couple years back. And I remember there was a pool there. And all the parents were congregating. What are we going to do about this pool?
The water.
Like, our kids are going to drown. I'm like, damn. I was like, what the hell is going on? And there's me and my wife sitting there with a joint, a glass of wine, chilling. Like, there's nothing wrong with the pool. Teach your kids how to swim.
You're just so afraid they're going to fall in versus just teaching them how to swim.
Literally.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, my gosh.
But you're right. I mean, childlike innocence, they see... I mean, we're going to have a baby in October.
Hey.
So that kid's going to be unstoppable. And I'm so happy as a girl.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because girls are smarter than boys.
Way smarter.
And they're in tune. Again, back to your kind of music references, everything you stand for on the social media and all that type of stuff. Like, women are the most powerful people on earth because they give birth to consciousness. They give birth to life, right? And see,
I love that.
Women... When they grow up, the projection of who they should be is from men. Any projection of any character on earth,
it comes from fucking.
It comes from men.
It's crazy.
And men cannot be trusted on bullshit ego judgment. So if you empower your woman, everyone out there, your woman will make more shit happen for you than you've ever done. And the more you can ever imagine.
And you don't gotta force her.
You ain't gotta force her.
You ain't gotta be manipulative or
just
like,
let her be
a dick. She just gonna want to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what women do. They produce.
And that's why I love everything you stand for. Everything you project, like the women stuff or the quotes you post on social media, that is the shit.
Yeah, man. Women are beautiful beings, and not just physically.
Yeah.
It's just like think about like the shit that women put up with. Like I was thinking about this the other day. It's like you'll hear like dudes, we talk sometimes. It's like, yo, why like what's up with your girl? Like, man, she just been with me through so much.
Yeah.
It's like if she did one thing,
1% of that,
most dudes be
gone. Ego.
Yeah, because women are just, they have the capacity to love beyond like the bullshit.
100%.
Which is magical.
Yeah.
Because it's just like how? Like,
because they are of this earth.
I
think men are from Mars, bro.
No, I think women are from somewhere else, and we from this shit rock.
Man, I'm with that. Absolutely. I'm gonna give you a theory on life after death too.
Oh, I want to hear that.
So, how aware you are because I believe in reincarnation too.
Okay.
But it's your choice to come back and reincarnate as a new entity, but you still retain some of that experience. So imagine you have one entity, one whole entity, and it can split off into loads of different things, personalities, this. That's why people have a fear of death, because when they die, they fear that it's over. Wow. And I like who I am now. I like who I'm developed. So I know when I'm gone from here, I'm going to stay me.
Yeah.
Just not in this form. I'm going to be traveling space, time, continuum, and tons of other shit.
Yeah.
So how you perceive your life now is how you perceive death. And I have another theory too, like maybe this is heaven on earth. If manifestation is real, which it is, shit, isn't that what heaven's about? Getting everything you want and also getting everything you don't want.
Wow, that's deep. I'm gonna piggyback that, but the opposite. Somebody said like, man, why is being human so hard? I'm like, maybe this is hell. Maybe this is the burning fire we've been afraid of.
All I'm seeing is such great shit, though.
I was just being funny.
Absolutely. I don't watch, people, to get your frame of mind so right, I don't watch the news.
Oh, you fuck the news.
I only follow the people that I want to follow. And if I don't like what I see, peace out.
Bye.
Even old energy or friends, even family, bro. Family can bring you down to a level that you don't want to get to anymore.
You got to cut the family.
You have to, because it's old energy. Because if your energy is progressed, if you didn't know that person, if they weren't related to you by family, you wouldn't speak to them again. They wouldn't even be in your life.
They would be gone. You'd be like, oh, why do they even have my number? Block.
Literally. And now I have no way. I give no fucks for that shit. That shit is gone. And again, to get your mind in a place, you have to work on it daily. And I'm talking, remind yourself. If you find yourself becoming unaware of a situation, just bring yourself back.
Wow.
Awareness. That's all it is. Just being fully aware of who's in this room. I've read everyone in this room twice over.
Yeah.
Because of what they have around them.
Yeah, everybody's in here is really good energy.
This is the crew.
Yeah.
This is how we roll.
Everybody's them like in their own element of being themselves.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing. Because you can sense it when it's not that.
Yeah.
You go in a room, and it's funny because it's like the most, I think this probably jumping ahead or something, but like with music, right? I think like music is one of those things where you project so much energy. Yeah. And I feel like the reason that the world is in so much chaos sometimes is because the people who are making the music are projecting this confusing ass energy. Yeah. So it's like music is a spiritual thing. Yeah. Like it's one of the first things you do before you can speak.
100%.
Boop, bop, bop. You're making sounds. Yeah. It's like that.
It's a universal language.
Yeah, it's a universal language. So it's like when all the people you're listening to all the time are confused individuals, and the music they put out is confusing you. And then you just get a chaotic fucking world.
I have a theory on hit songs.
Ooh,
I study everything, bro. I
want to hear this.
Murder victims. I study victims of crime. I like, why is that person in that situation at the exact same time as someone's there to do them harm?
Yeah,
and all that type of stuff. But with music, for example, is the energy behind the people pushing the song, or is it the energy in the actual song itself that's trapped in that song?
Ooh,
at the moment of creation.
I feel like partially it's the person and their own individual awareness. Because like even like when I make music, it's so many opportunities for people to project their energy on it. But if you are yourself confident in the material you're making, you're gonna make sure like it's as pure as it can be. Like I'm not, like when I first made my EP, I'm playing it for some people, and they're just like, "Oh, so when you gonna? Is it finished? This is the end." I'm like, "Yeah." Like I feel like this is gonna touch the hearts of the people that it's supposed to.
Because you're not making it for the people.
I'm not making it to make a hit.
Yeah, because I mean, your biggest critics are the people closest to you.
Oh, for sure.
And they're like, "Oh, yeah, I get that all the time when I play my song. Oh, is this it?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not for you.
Yeah. Oh,
it's for everyone else but you."
It's like you don't even listen to this kind of music. Like I was playing it for some people, they were like hip hop people, and I'm like, well, I don't really expect you to get it, but this is it. Like this,
hell yeah.
I'm not adding anything. Well, it's just kind of like, it's not a lot going on.
Yeah,
it's like, well, why do you need a lot going on? Life is a lot going on. Why the music gotta always have 1,000 instruments?
100%.
Like I'm not against that because new album's gonna be some instruments.
Let's talk about the new record.
Crazy.
How you been feeling while making it?
I feel like I'm ready to destroy like black image with music, because people have a natural. They put like people think I'm a fucking rapper. Like you got the belly, you got the beard. They're like, okay, that reminds me of Rick Ross.
Oh, that's some dumb shit.
Stupid shit.
That is, you know what that is? That's not even research.
No. I mean, I'm just saying like the natural look. Like when people see me, they don't think like they about to hear honesty.
Yeah.
Like if you never heard of me, so I'm like, damn, like how can I be a part of? Because I'm not saying I'm gonna do it all on my own, but I want to be a part of changing people's mind when they see someone or that's of color. Yeah. And be like, well, this person could be a nice person. He could make beautiful music. And they won't be so surprised all the time. Yeah. Like,
man, when I first heard your music, I was blown away. Because the melodies, the lyric, the eclecticness of it, the vibe of it, it was just fresh. Yeah. It felt new. And then I tried to sign him to publishing, and he signed somewhere else. Nah, I'm just playing.
Nah, Lou's the best, man.
Man, to be honest, your energy, your vibe, you text me like every few days. I'm like, how does this guy find the time?
I feel like good people are just, you always want to, like a lot of people when I was first coming up and like being a songwriter, people always try to train you to be manipulative. Like, yo, you want to stay close to this person. But I've never been that kind of person.
Nah,
it's like,
neither have
I don't really care. Like even now, I feel like for people who work with me, it's harder for them because I don't care who somebody is. Yeah. It's like if I don't vibe with them, I don't care. Like, yo, he did it or she did. I'm like,
bro.
And like,
you know what's funny? We work in the music industry, so you're taught to have as many contacts as you can possibly get, as many friends as you. I don't have many friends in music.
No, me either. I don't go anywhere.
You know why? Because I understand choice. I understand if I need to get hold of someone, I can do it.
Yeah.
But just by thinking and feeling it, and so it shall appear. It's like having a magic genie inside you, and you rub the lamp, you ask for what you want, and then you get the fuck out the way.
And you let it happen.
Because I like if I'm tired and I don't want to go to an event, I don't go.
You don't.
I go to bed.
That's so absurd to some people though. They're like, whoa, what? Like, wow, I don't understand. Like, what do you mean? You think you're better than people? Like, you don't have to go to these events? No, I just don't fucking feel like I don't have an option. Yeah. Like some people feel like, all right, you go to these events and that's how you get this done. It's like I made everything that I have now happen from not even my place, an Airbnb. Yeah. I was sleeping on a couch. Yeah. So like you can't tell me that, oh, now all of a sudden I have to go here. I have to go. It's like I just don't believe that. Now if I want to go, I will.
And see all those situations, all the fucked up scenarios, all the shit that we've been through, all that type of stuff. For me, that's education. It's education for me now because I don't look back at it and be like, oh, that shit is affecting me. Because I live in the now. Yeah. Like I don't live for tomorrow. I don't live for yesterday. Because to be honest, all we have is this exact second. Yes. We don't have another second from that. We don't have another. So it's all irrelevant. So when you stress about things in your past, that means you need to go back to your past and address it.
It's something you got to finish.
And shit, when you're stressing about the future, it means you're going to live it twice. Because you manifest what's coming, and then you're going to live it as you're feeling it now, even though it doesn't exist and may not exist.
You're technically manifesting it, so then you got to actually go through it.
Then you got to go through it twice. So you're preparing yourself to go through it again.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist? Or artists?
No, I'm just kidding. Now, I don't know. Let me see. I just started listening to a lot of music again. Since I've been on tour, bored. So I made a playlist actually, and it's just all over the place. I have Whitney Houston. I added Frank Ocean. I just started listening to Frank Ocean for real.
Are we talking early Frank or late Frank?
I don't know. I just started listening to him. I just found this song called Lens.
Okay.
Orleans.
Yep.
Still the one.
Yep. Ooh.
Donny Hathaway, Supremes.
Nice.
The Dells, Anita Baker, Rosalia.
Yeah, that sounds like my wife's playlist.
Lady Gaga.
So super eclectic mix.
Yeah, I just live in like, I'm the worst person. Like if the music industry was based off of me, everybody would have no money. It'd be just like, what the fuck? It's chaos. Because I literally will listen to a song like 15 times and never listen to it again.
Yeah.
But I'll play the shit out of it.
Me too.
So where I'm just like, I don't want to hear it for a long time.
No. And then what you should do with those songs, you drag them on the playlist.
Yeah, that's what I started doing just now.
And then listen to them again in like 5 years. You'll be like, that's a dope ass playlist.
Yeah.
Literally. And let me see what my favorite artists are. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I grew up, my brother was a DJ.
Oh, dope.
Well, actually, he wasn't even a DJ. He was an MC.
Oh, word.
Like old
So
school
bars.
garage MC. Yeah, he would take me to a few clubs, a few vibes, and I used to love it. But his nickname was Mr. New Jack Swing.
That's dope. So he had good vibes because New Jack Swing was a vibe.
Yeah, literally. So I loved all that, Bobby Brown, BBD, like all that shit. And one of my favorite bands, New Edition, and Ready for the World. Wow. Do you know about Ready for the World?
No. Actually.
Melvin Riley, bro.
Who?
Melvin Riley.
Melvin Riley.
Let me love you down.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, bro. That's the
See,
original.
some songs I heard the songs,
bro.
but I don't know the artists.
Yeah.
That's crazy because that's a big song.
That's a big song.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It got sampled a little while ago. Who was it? T-Pain or someone?
Oh, shout out T-Pain. I feel like my life has been made. I was at a festival and I was walking and T-Pain goes, "Pink sweats."
What?
I was like, "You talking to me?" Holy shit!
That guy's
Pink
a melody
Sweats
mountain, yo.
Now I know T-Pain. Shout out T-Pain, man.
He's amazing.
He's a legend, and I watch him perform.
So you haven't worked
rocked
yet?
The fucking crowd, man. Nah, we haven't.
Josh, I know he's gonna be listening to this. Hook that shit up.
I know we me and T-Pain exchange info.
He's Miami based now.
Is he?
I think so.
That's dope. I got to actually physically text him, but I'll be kind of nervous. I don't want to be a fan. Be like, hey, please, let's work.
So back to predominant thoughts. My thought process, right? I don't have a predominant thought because I live in the now. So my thoughts are now.
Yo, you say shit that makes me feel like I can relate to someone in a weird way.
Like attracts like, bro. We have these conversations and it resonates with us. We're supposed to be. I've never met anyone when I speak about these type of things that turn around and say you're talking shit. Apart from my family, don't get it twisted.
Oh, your family, like
Jesus
died his own town, pretty much crucified.
Yeah, literally,
literally. Like, no way, this kid that we grew up with could be special. Yeah. Like doing all these kind things for people. Like,
man, so when is the new record coming? Now?
Honestly, I want to take my time with it. Compared to like literally Volume 1 and Volume 2 was made in like less than a week. Yeah, total. Like, so now I want to kind of like dive into the production because I'm playing a lot of instruments on there, and I just wanted to be right.
Are these new instruments? Or are these
it's not everything on a new album is not gonna be only guitar. It's like fully I'm fully producing this stuff.
I love the guitar shit though.
I do too, but I think for the album,
smoke a J, grab a beer or some red wine.
I think the volume series is like a thing that will just be forever. Like I always do that, and I can do that. Yeah, no thought in my sleep, just like boom. But I feel like the album, the writing process is the same. I say how I feel. Yeah,
which is truth is best.
Yeah, it's just
I
the
live
same
my truth
process
constantly.
But the production side is something I want people to be like, damn, like I didn't even know, like he could do shit like this. Cause like people always had these preconception or whatever, like oh he reminds me of this or reminds me of that or oh this sounds like, and I'm like, yeah, that's like one thing, and then number two, it doesn't sound like that because if it did, I wouldn't have had success because somebody would have been doing it.
Where do you think your creativity comes from?
It comes from desire, like in a spiritual way to connect.
Love that.
It's like a cell phone. It wants to connect. You want to dial. I feel like my spirit is just like naturally. I like to connect to people. I like people feeling like, damn, like someone in the world relates to me. Yeah. Or like they feel these same emotions that not publicly always talked about, especially amongst men. Yeah. Like very rarely nowadays do you hear songs at like a bubbling level where it's like, oh, this person's dope. Like that are like love songs or like 100%. People respecting women and like, or just saying how they truly feel about a woman instead of just like, oh, these bitches, I'm fucking these whores. And like, it's like, come on, bro, that's your wife. What are you talking about? Whore.
And, like, and most of these guys have daughters.
They got fucking whole families, bro.
Literally.
Like,
no, I'm with you. I'm the same. Since to be honest, I made a conscious decision to be aware of my ego all the time and try and drop it completely without losing it, to use it on certain situations. But since I dropped ego, my life has changed completely, bro.
I love that.
Because you drop a layer of yourself that is
not needed.
Not needed.
It's like it should be a tool. It's like, all right, let's pick this up, put the sunglasses on, but it's no sun in here, so I'm gonna put them down. So it's a tool. But I feel like with the music and like what drives me like creatively, like it's funny, I never said that before, but it's desire to connect. Yeah. It's like a signal. It's like I'm sending my signal. Yep. Like all the people like me, raise your hand. Yeah. It's just like
100%.
Oh, okay.
You know what's funny too on the desire thing? I also feel like expectation can also bring you everything you want. Because I study artists, some of the most successful artists in the world, and they're the most unhappiest, and they have the most anxiety, they have all this stress, but they drive a nice car, and they have a nice house, they have money in the bank because that's what they expect.
Wow.
So they're not in tune or in line or in the vibration of their thoughts and feelings in terms of bringing good and bad shit to them, but they expect to be okay on the money side. So therefore, the universe gives you what you expect too.
Wow. My thing is no expectation as far as like how you were saying, like you don't have the next second. Yeah. Like and that aspect. Yeah. Like, yo, don't be entitled to the universe for like, oh, I'm supposed to wake up tomorrow. Yeah. Like, or I'm supposed, but also grace. It's like when you're a kid, you don't beg your parents. You literally could go, and your mom say, oh, he's hungry. Like when you're like that youthful, you don't even know what begging is. Yeah. But it's like we develop these. What's up, guys? All love, man.
More of my boys.
Dope.
Team.
I could tell they was family.
Shout out Humboldt.
What's up? But I feel like we develop these tendencies of begging. Yeah. Like even through certain religions, it's like, God, please, please, please. Yeah. It's like, yo, you don't got to do that.
I blame Oliver. And Mr. Twist.
Just think and do. Yeah. It's like, yo, I want a new car.
Done out there.
Yeah.
And like literally allow it to be delivered.
Craziest story. Yeah. This is like one of the stories that have gone throughout my life. So when I was in high school, I said I would never get a car unless it's the car I want. Yeah. No, under no circumstances was I gonna go and get a car. And people would be like, yo, like you always catching Ubers. And like, mind you, I didn't have money like that. I was renting cars to like get like for the weekend if I needed to go to like church or play drums somewhere. And people like, yo, you should just get a car. Like the money you spend. I was like, no, I'm not getting a car until I get the car I fucking want. Years go by. Now I'm about to get the car I want.
What's the car?
BMW i8. Well, technically, it used to be the Lamborghini. Then I got in the Lamborghini.
Bro, that's not a car. That's a spaceship.
Yeah, I got in the Lamborghini, and I was like, I don't really like it.
Yeah, I drove a Lamborghini once in Hawaii.
I didn't love it. I love the look of it.
It's a difficult car.
Yeah.
Any man who tells you it's not is fucking lying. That shit, it doesn't even have a cup holder.
No, it's literally like a box. Yeah. A fancy ass box. It's like, look at this dope ass outside. Get inside. The radio shit. Yeah. Like the speakers, like you could get them souped up, but it's like, God damn, I spend like $250,000 on a car.
Driving around a volcano either. Yeah. You have to lower it. You have to raise it. You have to definitely no speed bumps.
Yeah, but I
talk to me about your recent London trip.
Oh, it was dope. That was like manifestation too, because last year, or well, about a year and a half ago, I would say, I was at home back in Philly, and I was talking to my brother, and I'm just like, man, I want to fucking travel the world and like get out of the U.S. just once. And but I didn't even have a passport, and it was like me constantly being aware, like, yo, if you're saying you want this result, the first step is getting a passport.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you manifest.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna get there if you have no passport? So then I finally got my passport, and immediately, boom, London, and I was just like, oh shit, I'm here. Like, I'm out of the U.S. for the first time in my life, and it's like bliss. I'm in a nice hotel. It's not. It wasn't like one of those struggle trips. You know, you like band with your friends. You're like, we going to Miami.
Well, it's kind of like the car thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you experienced an international place, and you were able to experience it.
Yeah.
The way you wanted to.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you did?
Fish and chips.
Ooh. How was it?
That shit was good.
Which area was this from?
It was I don't even know.
Was this like city fish and chips, or is this like coast fish and chips? Because
this is actually like close to the city. It was like right outside of the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was really good for me. Obviously, I had no foundation what to base it off of, but
no sausage and mash, no mushy peas.
Nah, I didn't do that. That's just hood shit. To me, like London food is like
that's like the East End shit.
Hood shit that I did back home, baked beans and hot dogs and shit. Like,
yo,
that's just shit we did.
That was our meal.
Yeah, it's like, yo,
sausage,
hot dogs, baked beans,
and mash. The mash would be lumpy.
You got, but I had mac and cheese there.
Yeah,
it was so actually
Where
really
from?
good. The hotel I was staying at had really fire food.
Did you fall into the Nando's hype?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't go.
Somebody told me about it though. I think David. He's A&R in UK. I think he works at Sony too.
Ventura. French?
No. African guy or Haitian, one of those. Hopefully he doesn't hate me.
Yeah.
Those are totally different.
He's getting a shout out. He probably can't hit you that much.
Shout out David and Sam. Yeah, they told me about Nando's, but I didn't have time to go. I was literally only there for a day and a half. I just had to perform and then leave.
Where did you perform?
It was like a Illuminati thing.
Oh yeah, right.
Nah, but seriously,
sign me up.
That's how I felt.
I'm trying to manifest that shit too.
I was like, shit. If
you're talking about awareness, those guys are aware of
they
all types of shit.
But no, it was just like a gathering of like people in the industry to like in London to like hear Pink Sweats for the first time.
All right, I'm gonna we'll do this one last section. How well do you sleep?
I don't sleep well.
Ooh.
But it's really not because of like thoughts, but because I think I have oversized tonsils. That's what my doctor told me. Which I probably need to get sliced out. But it's just like I can't really sleep. So it's like when I'm sleeping, the doctor's like, yo, like the air, because I got really big tonsils.
Yeah.
And he was like, the air, it just makes you wake up. It's just like, yo, because they're not really hitting that like optimum sleep level.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna give you a theory too, because I was reading a spiritual book called Seth Speaks, which is the eternal validity of the soul, which basically, but it's the hardest, most frustrating book. Because see, I'm on a level of awareness now, but reading this book, I wanted to throw it at the wall so many times because you're trying to understand what the fuck is going on.
What are you saying?
But it talks about like life after death and where we come from, how we're born. The situation we're born in is we're put there to learn for our entity, for the overall picture and the personalities and our lives. For example, when you go to sleep and say you wake up the next day and you're like, 10 more minutes, but I should get up. There's a part of you that's got up and is living concurrently to you. And there's an unlimited amount of those,
crazy.
even decision-wise, in terms of anything you decided to do that isn't music, that you thought about, there's another you doing that.
Wow.
And you can tap into that if you allow yourself to do it. It's like some people can pick up a guitar and play a guitar, and they're like, how the hell did I do this? Because there's another them who knows how to play guitar.
I don't know how to play guitar, but I can play it.
When you sleep, your whole body regenerates.
Yeah.
So like everything you eat, everything your liver, your lungs, everything is regenerating.
It restarts, yeah.
And your brain is more active when you're asleep than when you're awake.
Wow.
Because it's training you in awareness.
I feel like oh man, it's so crazy. I feel like you download things from like, cause like, you know how they have calculators, computers, they all mapped off of the human brain.
Yeah.
So I feel like your brain, cause I know like people have deja vu or things that they've dreamt about and then it actually happens.
Because that's the
I feel like your brain
that's already lived that.
Yeah, it's like your brain is processing either like the routes that you're gonna go based on how you think,
Yep.
how your feelings are, your spirit, and it's like, all right, this is where you'll end up, and then it actually happens. It's like, oh, and people are like, oh man, this is this magnificent thing. I think it's just your body and your brain. It's just that already. It's in tune. It's like, oh, based on how you are, what you love, the things you're actually going to do.
Yeah.
You'll end up right here doing this exact thing, and it creates the picture for you in your brain, like a projection, and then you end up there.
Because people get stressed about, there's always the goal of, once I get to my destination, I'm going to be okay.
No, you're not.
But if you're okay with the journey, you're going to be more than okay with the destination.
Yeah.
You know what the key to happiness is?
What is it?
Appreciation.
Ooh, gratitude.
Gratitude, that's it. Thank you. I wake up you know why Einstein was so successful? He said, thank you 10,000 times a day.
Wow,
and he used to take power naps. You know, when he couldn't solve an
Me
equation?
Too. That's what I do.
He would have something in his hand, and when it dropped, he would wake up and be like, I've got it. Because your brain basically processes throughout the day everything you've learned. And it puts it automatically into sections for you to understand when you wake up. That's why sleep is so important. So if you're feeding your brain shit, when you sleep, it's regenerating shit. And then you wake up to shit.
Your life is shit. You eat shit. You drink shit.
Literally.
But no, seriously, I take power naps. Like sometimes if I'm in the studio, and I don't even have to be stuck on an idea. I just be like, man, I feel like taking a nap.
Yeah.
Wake up, get to the song, and the producers be like, what the fuck was that? He just woke up and just finished the song. I'm just like, all right, I'm out now. Like,
yeah.
But that's funny. I didn't know Einstein did power naps.
Man, yeah, seriously, sleeping is the actual key to everything in life.
Good rest.
Forget everything you've ever learned. Just sleep.
Nah, don't tell the wrong people that.
Oh, literally. My friend George over there, he would sleep for literally 15 hours non-stop. I'm talking like REM sleep, deep, snoring. Literally. And I'm like, I'm so jealous of that shit.
Yeah.
Because I'd sleep for like 6, 7, and maybe tossing and turning, but whatever, I'd get enough. But he would sleep forever.
That's beautiful.
And so I'm trying
that means your spirit is really at peace.
I'm trying to decipher his mind.
Yeah. I think it's spirit, though.
Yeah. He has no resistance to anything.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's actually really, because that means your spirit is just at peace. It's just like, yo, what is will be. Like that kind of thing. It's like,
or his subconscious is feeding him and knows exactly what sleep is about. Man, I want to thank you so much, bro, for coming on. And I'm sure this won't be the last time.